Hello and welcome to another video on my channel, and I'm talking again about Junior Eurovision one last time in this year because in about 24 hours the contest will happen, or in 24 hours after this video will be online, because I record this right now on Friday afternoon and I will upload this on Saturday. So right now it is probably Saturday or Sunday, or probably the show is even over, so you can tell me who won. But anyways, I wanna talk about favorites, about my thoughts, what I think which country might win. But of course, I'm not really sure about this because first of all, I can't predict the future. I haven't watched it before, so first of all this, and secondly is that I am just really bad in predicting Junior Eurovision. So you may, and I even think that you will completely disagree about some countries, but this is just what I feel right now, and nothing personal, not my opinion, not my taste. This is just what I think about this contest right now. So here we go. And the first country that I think is really in the race is Spain. I think Spain with Palante, with Solea, I think they are really strong contenders to win. Really. I mean, why? The first thing, look at this hype that was going on when the song was released. Everyone was like, oh my god, no competition, Spain is going to win for sure, and so on. And secondly, the juries will really appreciate this, I think, because this is modern, this is really something radio friendly, I would say, chart friendly. And if there are like adult juries that are voting there and not only kids, then this will do really well with the juries. But I think also with the televoting, with this online poll, I think Spain will do really, really well. First of all, there are a lot of Spanish Euro fans that will definitely vote for their own act. I mean, come on, I would vote for Germany as well if I had time to. So, yeah. And I mean, this is a really also kid-friendly song. I mean, it's positive. It is also has something like motivation and such a good energy, and yeah, it's just a really, it's translating a good mood, and I think this is what we want to see in Junior Eurovision. Yeah, and when you look at the winners from the last years, there were all really modern and also adult friendly, but still attractive for kids, and Spain has both, in my opinion. So first favorite to win, but it's not the biggest favorite, I want to say. So this is not a ranking or like my biggest favorite and then my second biggest favorite and so on. This is just one, but the others aren't less important on that list. So, but the first one is Spain. Then we continue with the host country, Poland. I mean, they won 2 years in a row in 2018 and 19 with Oksana and with, who was the other one? The song Superhero by Vicky Gabor, right? So those two won, and now it's like the third time. If they win, this would be the third victory, just how Ireland did it in Eurovision in the 90s. So this would be really, really boring to watch if Poland wins again, honestly. But hey, come on, this is how it goes. If they have the best song, they deserve to win. And I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of the song when I listened to it for the first time, but it really has grown on me a lot. And I think it has a big potential because this is also such an earworm. And it is interesting. It's like, it also has country elements in it. And she is really young. So I think this will be also a good sign and a good thing for the kids. Like, okay, this is not someone who is 14 who looks with her makeup like 17 and like like she could also enter the real Eurovision. But no, this is really like a young girl, shy, and she's singing a song, I'll Be Standing, and like, yeah, I think this just works. Poland can vote for them as well. So this is also a point. Like some people say that this was the reason why they won last year. I don't think this is the reason why they won last year, but I just want to say that I have heard this, that some have their opinions that Poland won last year because of they voted for their own country. So this might be also a reason why they get help to win this for the third time in a row. But I think also that the juries could really, really enjoy this, and this is good. Probably two country, but I don't know. I don't want to say that this is too much because this is like also on the list of my favorites or like of the countries I think are going to win. But yeah, so Poland, I have strong feelings again, and probably the strongest, honestly, but I don't know. So yeah, Poland is the second country, and we continue with France. Valentina and J'imagine. This is the third country. The third act, I think, has really strong chances of winning. And I mean, they're closing the show, so the last song, the final, is always important. And this is always like the thing that the mood that will stay, I would say. And they will always remember the very last song. And this is such a positive, happy song, My Kid. And I think this just works. And yeah, this is such a junior Eurovision, such a kid-friendly song. And yeah, this works a lot. I think the televoting, they will vote a lot for this. They will vote really, really much for France, and also the juries. I think that this is also jury friendly. But yeah, France is really, really jury friendly country, honestly. Like last 2 years, they were in the top. Okay, not last year, but they are really, really popular, and I think this will happen again. I think France will be really, really a strong contender for the win. And like as closer we come to the shows, I my feelings are really getting better and better for France. So probably if you ask me again this question on Sunday, I would say okay, France might win, but I don't know. So those are like three countries I think are like in the fights. But there's also a fourth one I want to add. This is the Netherlands, and like here we have the same like reason, like the reason I said for France. And this is just because they have another like friendly song for kids, and like 4 or 3 girls singing and like sing about being best friends. And especially in this time, it's like really important to have such a message out there in this world. And for kids especially, like they have this problem that, or had this problem that they couldn't even go to school, meet their friends, talk, and so on. So this is really something that for those 8 to 14 years old kids really, really like feel and understand. And I think that this is also from the melody and from the feeling, from the mood the song really translates. Really, this is a really good way for the Netherlands to win and maybe host 2 Eurovision events next year. So Eurovision and Junior Eurovision both. So good luck to Netherlands if this happens. So yeah, those are the 4 countries I think are in the race for the victory. But I wanna show you also some like honorable mentions. I want to give you honorable mentions. So like dark horses that might surprise us, and no one is really talking about them. Okay, about some countries they are still talking about them, but yeah. So there are countries that some people are talking a lot, and so I think I all really have to name those countries, but I'm not so really sure about this, but probably I'm wrong, so that's why I also want to show you them. And then on the other end, also countries that no one talks about, but I'm like, okay, wait and see. I think this can really surprise us in the end. So here we go. And this video is really long, I know, but it's worth it. So yeah. And the first honorable mention is Belarus. And like, yeah, they're one of the big favorites, I would say. Like in the fandom, a lot of talking about, okay, oh my god, Belarus is so good. I agree. I really agree. I see the potential. I see the quality. I just think that those four countries I mentioned before have a stronger chance of winning, but I may be wrong. But like Belarus, really super interesting song, interesting artist. I think the stage. I did not watch the rehearsal, so I can't tell you a lot about the staging, but I heard that it was really good. So yeah. So Belarus is on this list as well, and also on this list is Kazakhstan. I mean, come on. She has an impressive voice, really good. I can see Kazakhstan winning the jury votes. They are really good at jury votes. Like last year, they ended up in second place or even won the juries. So I can see this happening again, and they're like, oh my god, Kazakhstan, they are like taking the throne, and in the end, because the televoting does not vote so much for Kazakhstan than, for example, for Poland or Belarus or Spain or France or the Netherlands. So that's why Kazakhstan might end up on like second or third, but probably they will even win. So I am really optimistic about Kazakhstan as well. Yeah, and the third country that I want to talk about as a dark horse, as an honorable mention, or however you want to call this, is Germany, the debuting country. And like a lot of people are like, okay, this is a bit disappointing, and yeah, but I can see this as a dark horse because this song is really cheery friendly, I would say. I don't know why, I can't even explain to you, but something in this song tells me this will be really, really liked by the juries and probably also by the televoting because this is something that's also like representing the mood and the need of like kids, I would say. And yeah, I am not so sure about this about Germany, and I may be completely wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if Germany ends up last because like there are only 12 acts and it's really strong competition. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if Germany ends up like in the top 5 or even winning because yeah, I think Germany is like the biggest surprise. I really can't say if we're going to end up in the top or in the bottom 5 or 3 or somewhere in the middle. So I don't know. I'm sorry. So I really don't know about this, but you can tell me what you think about this. Which are your favorites, like your personal favorites, but also your like what are your feelings telling you who's going to win this? And yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.